So, hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Farzal Ali from Mechanical Engineering for 2018. So, here I will present about the drawing process of manufacturing. So, basically, in this opportunity, I will present about three contents. So, first is the definition and the process of draw process, and the second is the types and the functions of drawing, and the third is the limitations. So, yeah, drawing is the process where the cross-section of solid rod, wire, or tube is reduced or changed as in a shape by pulling it through a die. So drawing is a metal working process which is tensile forces to stretch metal, glass, or even plastic. So as the metal is drawn or pulled, so it stretches thinner into a desired shape and thickness. So in this process, the rod or tube is pulled through a tapered hole. Here, as you can see, in a die, this is the die, which results in the reduction in cross area. So you can see here the initial area of the products, and this is the final area of the product. So it becomes smaller, and the shape of the die is determines based on the final product of the shape. So this process is basically to obtain the excellent quality of the product. So this process will increase the strength and the hardness of the objects, metal or anything. So for the types and the function of the drawing process, so basically there are three types of drawing process. So the first is bar, tube, and also the wire. So the bar or rod is shown in the left bottom, and the tube is shown on the top picture, and the wire is shown on the right bottom. So basically these three process use the same principle as I mentioned before, that the specimen or the material is drawn through a die that will reduce the diameter and increase the length. So usually the die is mounted on a draw bench. So it is like a table where the bench where the drawing machine is attached, and then the end of the workpiece is reduced or pointed to get the end through the die, and then the end is then placed in grips, and the rest of the workpiece is pulled through the die. So as I mentioned before, the drawing process can be used for the metal, plastic, aluminum, but the common materials that use for drawing process is steels, copper alloys, and aluminum alloys. So for the bar process, so the process cannot be cold, so therefore the straight pull draw bench are used in this process. So the chain drives that used to draw workpiece up to 30 meters, and the products that produced by these types of process is metal bars for machining, forging, and other machining process. And for the tube process itself, so it is similar to bar drawing. So except the beginning of the stock is a tube, and it is used to decrease the diameter, improve surface finish, and improve the dimensional accuracy of the products. So the products that are produced by these types of drawing, so basically is the such as rivets, screws, and even springs. And then the last is the wire drawing. So this technique has been used to produce the flexible metal wire by drawing the material through a series of dies of decreasing size. So the products, for example, is electrical wire and wire stock for the fences. So even though the drawing process is widely used around the world, it still have some limitation, such as typical limitation that may appear on this process is the effects and also the residual stress. So usually the center cracks, as shown in the left figure, is appeared because of the friction and the die angle factor on the draw bands itself, which is shown on the right picture. So moreover, due to non-uniform deformation during the drawing process, the product will also have the residual stress. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention.